When it comes to skincare and figuring out a regimen, there is so much information out there. It can be overwhelming to know where to even begin. Here to give us the breakdown on the best skincare tips and practices for 2024 is Dr. Simran Sethi. Dr. Sethi, thank you for joining us
You're
here.
welcome.
Yes, I'm so happy to talk about skincare with you. I love that you always come and just give us all the things that we need to know. So heading into 2024, I know that weight loss is a big thing for a lot of people at this time of year, but how does that affect their skincare?
Yeah, so you know, your skin is like your fifth vital sign. It tells us how healthy you are, and there are so many different ways of achieving weight loss, so many different diets, depending on what people are comfortable with. So, but what actually you don't realize that some of those diets are missing some key vitamins and minerals that actually affect the health of our skin. So I was going to just talk a little bit about that, and some of the diets that are trending now include, and have been trending for a while, keto. So the very popular way of losing weight, and it works for some people, but the only thing is, if you are going to undertake a ketogenic diet, do supplement with a lot of fiber. Keto diets are low in vegetables, and fiber is really important in reducing our sugar levels, which affects how our skin actually looks and ages. The second one is a paleo diet. A little different than keto, but also, again, a little low on some grains and legumes, which are excellent sources of actually iron and antioxidants. Very important in your skin and its health. And then finally, the vegan or vegetarian diet. Now that diet I actually like because it is full of all the antioxidants, the minerals, fiber, and very naturally sort of low in sugar, which not only is great for weight loss, but excellent for your skin. You know, our skin is affected and ages with excess sugar intake. And if you are on a high protein diet, remember that dairy affects acne. There are a lot of young people who are weightlifting, and they're really into protein shakes, and don't realize that that's all dairy, which will increase acne and breakouts. So a lot of times when people are doing weight loss, they're on a high protein diet. Again, maybe a little too much whey or dairy in your regimen is going to affect your skin also. So something to watch out for.
I feel like all roads always lead back to the diet, right? You don't even think about that sometimes when you're talking about your skin, or you're trying to do the right things to your skin. Really, diet is going to play a huge role.
It plays a huge role.
So what about retinoids? I hear people talk about retinoids all the time, and this is something that's kind of like a holy grail when it comes to skincare, but what do we need to know when it comes to retinoids?
Yeah, so retinoids are a group of ingredients that are derived from vitamin A, and you know, you probably hear vitamin A being a really important nutritional element, but it's also excellent for the skin. Now, when it comes to retinol, a lot of people are scared of using them because traditionally retinol causes a lot of dryness in our skin. Retinol's job is to increase collagen production and make our skin repair itself faster, which means that it erases fine lines, it reduces hyperpigmentation, and that's why it's probably the most effective ingredient in dermatology. But again, it makes the skin very dry, and that's actually what brought me to my retinol formulation in my line. I added lipids, not oils, but lipids that mimic our skin cell, the lipids in our skin cells, to prevent that dryness, but still deliver the benefits of a physician-grade retinol. And you know, when it comes to retinols, there's retinol, there's tretinoin. A lot of people will get a prescription from their doctor for tretinoin, which is very, very strong and drying. And when studies have been done, multiple times it has been shown that retinol and tretinoin actually have the exact same effect. So if you are considering a retinol and wondering retinol versus tretinoin, don't feel compelled to use tretinoin. It gives you a lot more side effects than honestly the benefit, and you're going to stop using it if you're so dry and flaky.
Okay, so what about when it comes to treatments? I know that you hear a lot about different things that you can do to your skin, but sometimes you don't know where to start. Which ones should people be paying attention to?
Well, you know, kind of staying on that same theme of weight loss, with weight loss also comes a lot of skin laxity. You know, fat does help lift our skin up, not only in our face, but even on our body. And I see a lot of patients who come in after they've gone through a weight loss journey who are like, well, now what do? I look a little gaunt, or it looks like I'm jowling. My neck doesn't look the same. There are a lot of treatments that can help with that. My favorite ones include a microneedling and skin resurfacing with lasers. They can be very, very effective if done in the right way at the right time. You know, they are sort of an option when you have a little less laxity than if it's more surgical. But they are also very skin tone specific. So when you are looking for a provider, just make sure that they've worked with your skin tone, because there are some things that are not safe in darker skin tones.
When it comes to just overall skincare, what is one final tip that you can leave our viewers with when, you know, thinking about their skincare and trying to find the perfect regimen for themselves?
You know, honestly, I think that one thing that everyone can benefit from, especially in the Bay Area, is a good exfoliant. You know, we have very, very dry weather, and a lot of people who have dry skin think they don't need to exfoliate, or that'll make their skin even more sensitive, but that is not true. Dry skin is more prone to actually breakouts because all that dry skin gets clogged in our pores. So as you're looking through what to add to my regimen, you know, a lot of people are already using sunblock. They're usually using a moisturizer or vitamin C. Think of exploring exfoliants. There are many, many types of them, but I think it is something that's an essential part of a regimen.
Dr. Sethi, thank you so much for joining us here and sharing all of the skincare tips. You're going to have us all glowing this year.
Great. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. To learn more about any of these tips that Dr. Sethi shared with us today, you can visit her website at skinbydrsethi.com. And of course, we'll have a link on our website as well at liveinthebay.tv.